Hello guys, what is up? Z-Man here, and I am here to bring you week 2 of the UALB. Now, I did not record last week. I am currently 1-0 with a +2 differential. Yay me. And we are the Los Angeles Lucarios, and this week we are facing King Caper and the Chicago Hoodlums. Now, I brought Volcanion, Garchomp, Lucario, Murkrow, Avalugg, and Heracross, while Caper brought Ferrothorn, Froslass, Jellicent, Raikou, Magnezone, and Machamp. Let's get right into it. So, predicting Froslass to come in and maybe attempt to set up hazards or whatever, I decided to go in with Murkrow first because then I could just prankster taunt it and it can't. And it's if it's the set I'm thinking of, then it's essentially crippled. So I send out Murkrow, just like I predicted. I bring out Froslass. So now the best play to do is something gets taunted. So I'll just click Taunt. He switches into Ferrothorn. I click Taunt. Cool. Depending on the set of Ferrothorn, that's not bad. So I can't really do much to Ferrothorn. The best move I have is Sucker Punch. And then I have Toxic. And then I have Roost. So I can't do crud to this Ferrothorn. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Garchomp. Now, I do have Volcanion. And that is arguably the safer switch. I want to keep Volcanion safe and not whittled down as much, because I'm going to try to save Volcanion for the end game, in which I can just either kill everything with a flamethrower or Steam Eruption, or, well, maybe not Steam Eruption, but something like that. So I switch into Garchomp. Now this is the tank. Leftovers, Dragon Tail, Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, and Fire Blast, which I'm going to use against this Ferrothorn. The Ferrothorn uses Iron Head. Goes a little bit of a mistake in team prep. I feel like I should have gone for Rocky Helmet instead of Leftovers. But I've just, like, the more I think about it, it's a little meh. But anyway, now I decide to go ahead and just click Fire Blast and we'll see how it goes. No need to over-predict. I've pretty much got the momentum so far. Now the thing is, I didn't run any calcs. So I learned my lesson. I'd run calcs next time. The thing is, how do I say this? The thing is, even if I had run calcs, I don't think I would have played as much differently. I mean, yeah. So I'll click Fire Blast, and it doesn't kill it. He goes for Seed Bomb. That's fine. That's good play. Make sure he doesn't get any more rough skin damage. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna play it safe. Earthquake should kill. So in case he wants to preserve Ferrothorn, maybe switch into Jealous. If it wants to switch into something, Earthquake will deal some amount of damage. I click Earthquake, he sacks Ferrothorn, Ferrothorn goes down. Now he brings in Froslass. Here's the thing. I've been predicting a Suicide Sash set. However, it's not worth staying in on Garchomp and risk getting murdered by an Ice Beam. So what I do here is that if it's going to set up spikes or anything, I can just go either way to play Avalugg. If it sets up spikes, then I could just roar Froslass out and get a rapid spin off. Or if it decides to go for Ice Beam, then I could just tank it and proceed to kill it. So I switch into Avalugg, and it goes into Ice Beam. Cool. So really, I can't deal that much damage to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to roar it out and see what comes out next. It's kind of like hopefully it doesn't go into Machamp. That would kind of suck. But yeah, the play is roar. And then it has Attract. Attract. That is interesting. You know, that could really mess up anybody's game plan. But luckily, we don't get infatuated. We go right for the roar. Now, Raikou uses Calm Mind, and that's fine. I'm packing Earthquake, so the play is pretty much Earthquake. We'll see how much damage it does, and then we can either just... Yeah, the play is Earthquake. I didn't know... Once again, I'm not running Calc, stupid me. I didn't know how much it would do, so... It's like, eh. You go for Earthquake, critical hit, that sucks. I don't know how the battle could have changed if that crit didn't happen, possibly, but still, it's a crit. Did more than it should have. It still sucks. Then, weakness policy. This thing is all of a sudden really scary. So, I have options. I don't really have an option, actually, I lied. Since I know the Froslass isn't really like Suicide Lead, it has Ice Beam, I mean. If it was Suicide Lead, I think it would have gone for maybe Icy Wind or something like that. So, I think the best play here is just to sack off Avalugg. It's pretty much outlived its usefulness. Goes for Aura Sphere. Avalugg goes down. You go into Lucario. The thing about Lucario is that this is a special set Lucario. It runs Calm Mind, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, and most importantly, Vacuum Wave. Meaning, I can easily just revenge kill this thing. Bam, dead. It's a special set, so I can take care of Ferrothorn without risking more damage. It's a Sash Lucario, so I don't want to... I don't want to end up losing my Sash due to Ferrothorn, essentially. So, he comes in with Machamp. I obviously gotta get out of there. Lucario doesn't have the best matchup in the world. I go into Garchomp. He goes for Dynamic Punch. Rough Skin happens. Now, here's why I'm so iffy on it. Had I not used Leftovers, I don't think I would have survived that. I think I would have been dead. And that would have been the end of it. I would have gone into something else, and then I tried to go from there. So, I suppose Leftovers worked out for me in the end. I get confused, of course. It shows its Life Orb, which honestly is better for me. It's better for me, and not necessarily for him. So, I didn't want to risk getting confused and hitting myself. I don't know what speed investments maybe happen. I don't know I don't know that thing, and I'd rather not take the chance. So I went for low priority Dragon Tail just to get the safe 12% out of Rough Skin. And he goes for Bullet Punch, so it doesn't really matter. Now I'll go into Heracross here. I'm Choice Scarfed, so I don't know what I thought here. Maybe I thought I could take it out with Earthquake, possibly. Maybe I could get it to switch out and I could predict correctly. Something. I don't know. Either way, I don't think I'm going to be able to take out this Machamp this particular turn. And I need my Heracross to survive. That is essentially my win condition, my Heracross. So what I do here is I'm going to go into Murkrow. If it goes into Jellicent or Froslass or whatever it wants to go to, I don't think it'd go into Manectric because I don't think it wants to risk getting hit by anything other than maybe Mega Horn. So if it goes into like Jellicent or Froslass, most likely Jellicent, then fine. I have Murkrow, I can Sucker Punch it, I can Toxic, it'll all be fine. If Machamp stays in, I pretty much know for sure that I can live a hit. I don't remember my exact EVs, but I was pretty sure I could live a hit. So I go into Murkrow, Dynamic Punch, I get confused, Life Orb damage. Now, the best play here is just to go for Toxic. Bullet Punch, Sucker Punch won't do that much. I mean, Roost is useless, it just go for Dynamic Punch again to kill me. Taunt is useless, it's an offensive Machamp. So, best play is Toxic. Good thing it goes through the confusion. Goes for Bullet Punch, Murkrow goes down, it gets its 10%. Goes down to 6% for Toxic. Now I'm 100% sure I could take it down with an Earthquake. And I can pretty much take... I can make someone take quite a bit of damage from an Earthquake. So that's obviously the best play here, just go for Earthquake. Goes into Jellicent, kind of called it. About 38% of health, that's fine. I still have my answer for Jellicent. I switch into it, Volcanion. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do worth a crud. So, here's what I do. This Volcanion is specs. It's Flamethrower, Steam Eruption, Earth Power, and then Hidden Power Dark. Hidden Power Dark can deal a lot of damage to this thing, and in return it can't deal a lot of damage to me. Now, I'm at the point where if it goes into anything other, if it does anything besides stand there and take those HP darks, then I can at least break the sturdy on Magnezone, assuming it's not like leftovers or anything. I can whittle down Machamp some more, and I still have Sash Lucario, so I can still sack that if the time needs to come. If it goes into Froslass, it's still a super effective amount of damage, and it would also break the Sash, which is good for me. So, HP Dark, best play here. He goes for Will-O-Wisp. I don't know what he was thinking here. Maybe I think he said something, maybe he forgot Volcanion was a fire type or whatever. It's fine. I honestly would have preferred the Will-O-Wisp, because that means I don't eat like a Toxic or, I don't eat any other status, in which I kind of need. I'm not willing. A para would suck. Even like if Froslass's final move was like, I don't know, Hypnosis. Doesn't even know Hypnosis anyway. If it makes it go to sleep, I'm screwed. So Anyway, hitting Power Dark, safe play. Goes into Magnezone. Of course, I gotta get out of there, or else Magnezone kills my Volcanion. I'm not ready to lose Volcanion yet. Lucario is probably the most expendable member of my team at this point. So, I go into Lucario. Discharge. Critical hit, Sash, and Para. Para. So here's what I do. Vacuum Wave and hope to God I don't get a full Para. At least get some damage off of it. Yeah, at least break that sturdy. Or, yeah, at least break that sturdy. Or at least whittle down Machamp some more and do something. Goes into Machamp. I get the full Para. Crap. So, I could just Vacuum Wave again. Hope it to, like, misses. Hit misses, like, some bright powder comes out of nowhere. So, yeah. Just sack off Lucario. Goes for Bullet Punch. It's at 1%. Is that 1%? This sucks, because that means it can still Bullet Punch Heracross. And I do not want Heracross to be whittled down. So, I go into Heracross, goes for Bullet Punch again, kills itself. I go for Knockoff. Maybe in hindsight I should have gone for Earthquake, but I personally thought Knockoff was the best play there. And again, breaking the sturdy Magnezone, that's pretty much been the play. We're getting right down to the wire. Now, I know this thing is showing Ice Beam, so I kind of want to get Heracross out of there. So I go into Volcanion. It goes for Ice Beam. Cool. And then it goes for Thunder Wave. Crud. Now, I go for Flamethrower here. That's all fine and dandy. Super effective Sash. I make a bit of a misplay here, and it almost cost me in the end. I was worried about Destiny Bond, and I didn't want to lose another Mon to Destiny Bond, especially my Volcanion, for some odd reason, so I switched into Heracross here. And he goes for Shadow Ball. Crap. My Heracross is screwed. If that Magnezone is sturdy, I lose. Go for Earthquake, and I kind of just go for Earthquake. I hope for the best. But yay, Moxie Boost. Not that he cares. Earthquake, yes! I win! Yay! I'm 2-0 with 2-2-0 victories. Lots of 2s this week. Anyway, that was the battle. I'll see you guys next week when I take on the New York Yankees. They have holy crap, they have a good team.